Hello Internet. UK registered psychotherapist Mark Hawkins of Better for Talking coming to you today, and I'm gonna talk a little bit about anxious thoughts and why we might be having them. Why are you having anxious thoughts and what might you do about them? Okay, so anxious thoughts are kind of quite prevalent in clients that come to me. There's often a sense of attachment to these thoughts, a kind of amplification of them. People who feel anxious about feeling anxious, almost like it gives them sort of purpose. Underpinning it, there's often this notion of all or nothing thinking, or what I like to think of as inappropriately binary thinking, like that there is a right way of doing something and a wrong way of doing something, and it's absolutely terrifying, the idea that you might do it wrong, when in truth there's probably not a right way or a wrong way of doing something. There are lots of different ways of doing things, and like the way someone else might do them might seem so much more assertive and confident and cooler than the way that you think you do them, because you think you'll be clumsy and talk badly or kind of say something wrong, and so that fear controls you. But there might be nothing particularly wrong with the way that you express yourself. That's just the way you are, with your hypercritical voice, that inner critic that you've constantly got going. So you're attached to this idea that you're going to fail and it's going to be a disaster. And there's this thing called catastrophizing that people do when they imagine a scenario, maybe some social anxiety scenario, when they're going to go and speak to people, maybe some new people, and they're scared of getting it wrong, and that might be such a harrowing thought that it kind of paralyzes them, and it can be really, really difficult. But this idea that you'll fail, that you'll be cast out, you'll be rejected, and it will kind of tarnish your whole reputation forever, is often flawed. That you don't maybe have to say much or anything even, and you'll be okay in that situation if you can just trust yourself a little bit more. Maybe don't think of it as either a massive success or a massive failure, and you can just go into it maybe feeling a little bit looser through breathing exercises, through grounding, through kind of enabling yourself to be present in your body, using whatever techniques that work for you, meditation techniques, just basic breathing, in through the nose for 4, out through the mouth for 4, holding, steadying, calming yourself, and not promoting these ideas that it's either going to be a massive success or a massive failure. And there are lots of ways of looking at anxious thoughts and that your relationship with those anxious thoughts too. Rather than amplifying them, you might kind of laugh at them, or kind of, I'm doing that thing again. Okay, let's try and look at this a little bit more rationally. A few ideas in there to just try to gain some distance from these anxious thoughts, rather than allowing them to swallow you and engulf you in panic or terror. Try to remove yourself, try to ground yourself using whatever methods, meditation, breathing, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Google it. And that might enable you to just feel a little bit more calm and a little bit more controlled in your own body and how you present yourself.